So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's do_better_fitness, and that's for my work one, and our car one is watch_German_cars. Okay, please enjoy the video. Welcome to another video, guys. So I've been asked to compare a Lamborghini Urus to my Audi SQ8. So honestly, I don't think that they're comparable because there is a RSQ8, which is a little bit, I guess, closer to an Urus. When I bought mine, they did not have an RSQ8. The SQ8 was the fastest one. So unfortunately, that's what I bought. So because I've been asked so many times to make a video, I'm going to do so. Okay, I'm going to be showing you guys bits of video clips of me driving both cars. And I'm going to show you the Lamborghini Urus right now in Strada, which is comfort. Okay, so that was the Lamborghini in Strada, which is its comfort mode. Now let's look at the SQ8 in its comfort mode. So as you can tell, this is a lot quieter. There's no engine noise at all, and the indicator itself is louder than the engine noise, unlike the Urus. But now what I'll do is I'll try and compare the SQ8 more in its dynamic mode compared to the Urus in its comfort mode, because that's the only way you can actually compare the two. So after swapping the two cars with my friend, he did change his brake calipers to black because he said he liked the ones on the SQ8 that look more stealth, and he also changed the rims from the ones you see in the first picture to these all black ones. So now even more it looks like mine. So on the inside, the SQ8 has more passenger space. The roof liner is a lot higher than the Urus, and you can see you can fit 2 kid seats, both rear facing, and you can still put a passenger in the center seat. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how the buttons are the same in the Lamborghini Urus. You can see the same console buttons, same. Obviously the grille is different. We've got Alcantara as well. Same switches. It's got a nice kick plate as well. The Lamborghini does have a lot more Alcantara. Like, this roof is just normal material, and the roof in the Urus is all Alcantara. So that's a major difference. So they both have the same sunroof, so they both have all the same sunroof controls. You can see this is the SQ8 now. Same identical system. You can see the sunroof, really, they are identical. The only difference is the roof line on the Urus is slightly lower in the back seats. By doing this, honestly, platform sharing, you can get the Urus for a lot cheaper than you could like that new Ferrari. I can't remember the name right now. The SUV is so expensive. It's because it doesn't platform share with anything. So honestly, I don't see the disadvantage. But I'd be a little upset. Like, I know my friend's a little annoyed after driving the SQ8 for a week. He says it's too similar inside, and he expects for how much money he paid for his, it should be a lot different. But to me, I don't care, because I guess I saved money and got this one, right? You can see also we have the same stereos. Mine, he said, is better than his, but that's only because I put aftermarket tweeters in our SQ8. So not only do they rise out of the base, just like his Urus, but ours also have the LED lights. And if you're interested in that, you can actually watch one of my videos, and I'll show you how to install them. Okay, so I'm in the back. I'm going to show you the trunk from the inside so you can see the difference. So you can see our tonneau cover actually is removing itself. That is different than the Urus. So similar with the Urus, they all have these things. It's the anchor point for the holes, for the seats. We have 3 in this, there's 3 in the Urus. The trunk, honestly, it looks the same. This trunk, since it's the SQ8, it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's just, we use it as a baby car, basically. The upside with this one, we've got that automatic tonneau cover that will just cover your cargo. The Urus just had a partial shelf. I prefer this. So it stays open until the trunk closes, and then you can see the light goes away and it's covering itself. Because it is so quiet, I feel more relaxed in the SQ8 driving it. So although both of these vehicles both have 4 exhausts, only the Lamborghini truly has 4 exhausts. The SQ8 outer 2 exhausts are fake. So you can see it's actually just got 2, and these inner ones are the only one with the actual exhaust leading out of it, which kind of sucks. And I think that's one of the reasons the Urus sounds so much better. Plus the OPFs and all this stuff they do to this one. Okay, some revs from the Lamborghini Urus. Although they use the same gauge clusters and navigation units, I think the Lamborghini is a little better because in each mode you select, it gives you a slightly different cluster screen. So I like that. I wish the SQ8 did that. I also like the fact that the Ego mode in the Urus is not touchscreen. Like the SQ8's touchscreen is a little bit more annoying when you're trying to do it yourself and you're moving. In the Lamborghini, you just pull it and it's so easy to put it in your dynamic mode or whatever you've picked. Another similar thing is their launch control. They're both going to hold at 2500, and when they launch, the Lamborghini feels a lot more aggressive because of the transmission. Now it's coated. Here you can see a little bit more gauges from the Lamborghini, and then I'll show you the change in the SQ8. So this is a standard gauge. I don't use it, so I always just keep on this one. I just like it. It just looks more usable to me. They both have, like, this is Lamborghini, it's the Ego mode. The SQ8 has its own. It does change the same features. It just feels different, and I just like that it's more accessible in the Urus. So let's talk about fuel economy. Honestly, fuel economy for either one of us isn't even on the top 20 things we look for in a car. But I will tell you a little bit about the fuel economy. So short trips in the Urus, I have seen 20 mpg. It's rare, but you can do it. Long-term test on it so far is 16 mpg. So that's okay. Long-term tests on our SQ8 is 20 mpg. So it's not hugely different, so it's okay. I think the fact of the matter is the fact that you can actually get 20 sometimes is awesome. We're both happy with the fuel economy that we do get. You wouldn't pick these vehicles if you were looking for a fuel economy car. He picked it because he just wanted Urus. He likes a little bit of flashy, and he says it's one of the cheaper Lamborghinis. So he wanted a Lamborghini, so that's what he did. For me, I didn't want something so flashy, so we went with the SQ8. And for us, we have to have this size. Like, even this is maybe not big enough for our family SUV, which kind of sucks, because I think anything bigger than this is going to be so not fun to drive. Okay, so now we know fuel economy, they're very similar. Internally, they're very similar. You get a little bit more headroom in the SQ8, you get more trunk space in the SQ8. But parts-wise, they're very similar. So let's go back to some of the driving dynamics. So I'm going to give it quite a bit of throttle because it's going to go from a 50 to a 70, so you can hear what it sounds like.
Please follow the 5 for 2 miles.
So even in dynamic, the SQ8 is still a lot quieter than the Urus. Actually, after driving the Urus for a week, I kind of feel like this needs an exhaust or something on it.
Prepare to hit.
So still in the SQ8, I'm happy I'm in it because I'm about to get hit with a rock from this lorry. So the SQ8, in all its suspension modes, you can see every time it stops, it just repumps up all the corners, so it's always level. You do feel this as the driver. My passengers can't tell it's doing it, but I notice this. In the Urus, I don't notice this happening. I think it's just so firm it doesn't have to do it on each stop and go. So from the outside, the SQ8 is a lot louder than the inside, and I've noticed, especially when overtaking, if I'm in a different car, I can hear it when I overtake an SQ8. But inside, you really don't hear that much. So it's very well insulated, and the Urus, you hear everything. So I'm going to do this turn twice because it's pretty close to our house, and I'll show you. Both cars are going to be in dynamic. So the Lamborghini is in Corsa, this is in dynamic, and I'm going to really get a good launch off the slide. So the SQ8 sounds actually really good off that dig, off that light. I didn't launch control it, I just put my foot down really hard. But once it's moving again, you can hear it's dead quiet again once it's moving. Okay, same corner, I think 30 minutes later, and you're going to hear a huge difference. Back in the SQ8, you're going to notice this guy cuts his turn and almost touches my front bumper. So in the Urus, I guess you're just more aware how expensive that thing is. Honestly, in the SQ8, I'm well aware how expensive this is as well. And a lot of the drivers do make me nervous, but for us, I think that's one of the main reasons I just wouldn't want anything more expensive than this as a daily family SUV. Even though I honestly, the Urus is so good. Okay, we're going to drive a Lamborghini in Strada. We're going to go out to an Italian restaurant. So you can see the Lamborghini Urus, even when cornering, it stays so level. You're not going to see almost any body roll. And you feel comfortable. It feels like a smaller vehicle when you're driving it actually pretty fast. I think the rear steering helps a lot. So in conclusion, they're not comparable. Yes, they use the same parts. Yes, they use similar engines, some of the models, and a lot of stuff is similar, but they drive so different from each other. The SQ8 in this most aggressive mode is still more comfortable than the Urus in its most comfortable mode. So we did the switch, I think a few weeks back now. Takes me a little while to make the videos. We do have a couple kids, so it's a little hard. Anyways, since that time, my friend did change the wheels. He did have the brake calipers painted black, and now he's actually decided with his wife that they're going to sell the Urus and they're going to buy an Audi SQ8. That way, it's a little bit more aggressive than ours, and it's still so much cheaper because he agreed with the Urus. It just draws too much unwanted attention. In the time that we had it, someone had put a coin in one of the door handles. That way, when you unlock it, when you lock it, it unlocks that door, so you can't actually lock the car. And they try and steal stuff from it, or they'll try and steal it. Luckily, every time I lock my cars, I walk around the entire car one time. And since I've always done this, I found that coin very quickly. So, and then even one time we had somebody follow us in it. So that's pretty annoying. And he says that happens quite a bit to them. Luckily, they live in a gated house as well, so you just don't go home. You go somewhere else first, lose the person, then you can take it home and park it. But this is unwanted stress that we don't need. So for us, the Urus just wouldn't work. And the trunk was too small. We need more headroom in the back. Because I use this as an SUV. I'll haul stuff in if I want to. And we go pick up stuff. And sometimes it doesn't even fit in this. I need something bigger or a truck. But I wish I got the RSQ8. If they had that when I bought this, I would have just bought that. But if you need more space, buy the GLE63S. I'm tempted now to swap this for that, just because sometimes we just run out of trunk space, and that's going to have more space, especially if you want to put dogs in it. But other than that, this is honestly a great SUV, but not comparable to the Lamborghini Urus, because that is so much more sporty, and it makes you want to drive it like that. So this one doesn't. So when you push the SQ8 too hard, you realize it's a heavy SUV. And you feel that. The Urus just feels lighter, even though it's really not. It's interesting. This has the 48-volt electric system that pushes the sway bars down, and I can feel that, and it feels weird. Hopefully this has helped you guys, and I will see you next Wednesday for another video. And I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but we do have quite a few people asking if I compare the SQ8 to our Porsche Cayenne. So I'll try to make one of those. And we've also been asked to compare the SQ8 to the e-tron 55 that we had. Alright, have a nice day. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.